Hi everyone, I'm here to do a card reading for you. Thought I'd do a little bit later today so that some of you could jump on live. It was school hours last time and still there was a lot of people online, so I'm thinking maybe they were at work and just jumped on. Hey Christina, how are you, my little fellow card reader? So I really felt like bringing in some beautiful angel and goddess energies and to talk a little bit about the astrology and everything that's happening at the moment, and to work with the beautiful Lucy Cavendish cards, so the Oracle Tarot. And I've always really loved her stuff. She's very witchy, very goddessy, and just no nonsense, and also just a beautiful, amazing woman. So she created a bunch of different decks and has written different books, and I've been very blessed to do some work with her back when I lived in Sydney, when I was working full-time in an amazing healing centre called Namaste, and that's where I met so many of my soul brothers and sisters who I still cherish today. So it was just a really amazing space for 2.5 years that I was able to work there full-time, doing card readings, healing energy, and just working with other very like-minded, like soul people. So it was really such a beautiful experience. We also have what's his name? Toni Carmine Salerno. I should remember that off the top of my head. So Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck as well. So I really love this deck too. So both are quite clear in what they say. Some are a little bit more, decks are a bit more mystical, and you really have to go very deep into more of subconscious thinking to be able to glean what's the meaning, and perhaps meditate with it to see how it's going to unfold for you. These ones are much more clear. I wouldn't say it's like a bitch slap or an uppercut, which I did find the Osho deck was very much like that. I felt very guided to give that to a friend of mine a few years ago, so I don't have that one anymore. But if you want one that's going to give you the truth, Osho's the one. So what I might do is just show you guys, like normally what I'll do is get the deck and just knock on it to clear out the old energy, the last reading, whatever, you know, for yourself or whether it was somebody else that used the deck. So then I give it a little bit of a shuffle. Quite often, particularly if I haven't used a deck for a while, if it's a deck that has had other people's energy in it, I've been doing lots of readings with it or what have you, I'll just put it on my heart center and just ask for a really nice clear reading, and to tune in with the people, like for you guys, the people that are watching, the people that are going to watch this, and just really feel into what it is that you need, the messages that you need. And when I tuned in, it's very much Archangel Michael energy tonight that we're working with. So hi Emma, beautiful goddess, how are you? Good to see you both in there. So yeah, then I'll just give it a shuffle. Everyone can do it however you feel. I really don't feel like there's any rules. It's just if you grab the cards and try and shove them into one another, it tends to make the cards a bit frayed on the edges, so I probably wouldn't recommend that. But other than that, there's no rules. I go sideways because the cards are quite often very big. I'm sure you both know this, the ladies that are online already, but going forward, there's probably people that are new to this kind of stuff. So that's pretty much how I shuffle. Then I might fan them out and use my non-dominant hand to select the cards. So I like to do a cross, so just like a T, I guess. So from left to right, past, present, future, and then conscious at the top, subconscious at the bottom, and then I give a sixth card over to the right, which is the action step. So I'll take a photo of it and put it in the comments for later, so if you want a visual of that as well, because it's on a ring light, so it'll be tricky for me to bend it over, because then I'll probably just fall down. So look, the tech, you know, it's tricky sometimes. So what we got to start with, and I'm doing the mirror reading one that I do as well, where I have the different layers. So I can do anywhere from 2 to 4 layers, so I can work with the cards and they create a little bit of a picture for each placement. So this is the present or the theme. So we have the star, one of the best cards in the whole deck if you ask me, one that I love the best. So hope, inspiration, nature. So just remember to revitalize your hopes and dreams, that it might be important for you to get out in nature. I feel like this is just a basic thing that we all need. Not everyone knows this, how much it makes you feel better to be able to get out and really ground yourself. And I've been very much for myself getting that guidance to spend more time in water. So bodies of water, obviously that's a little bit trickier in Darwin just because there's crocodiles and stuff like that. But I have friends that swim in Lake Alexandria and they're like, come down and swim with us. And I have done it, but I was like quite nervous the whole time. So I'm not sure how much that cleanses you when you're packing death the whole time. So I probably won't do that again. So, Angel of Vision, the Toni Carmine Salerno deck. So this is all of his art that he does as well. So someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So this to me, when read together, is to say that you know what is best for you. That there's lots of pieces of the puzzle, not all of them that you're going to know, but your star, your North Star, which is your intuition and your guidance, your heart, is always going to tell you exactly what it is that you need to be doing. And it's not necessarily like you need to know who or what this is there some kind of agenda? You know, everyone's got agendas, I guess. So it's more about, you don't need to call anyone on their stuff necessarily. It's just more about just keep moving forward in the direction that your heart and your soul is telling you. So that's really cool because that kind of fits in with some of the questions that I channeled beforehand that are going to be important for us all to ask ourselves going forward. So what makes you feel strong? What makes you feel happy? And what is your soul prompting you to do? So when you really feel into that and ask for that guidance, trust in the signs and the synchronicity that comes in as well, really feel into that. And I'm not saying necessarily like every single sign is exactly literal that you need to follow that. I these days just reflect a little bit on what the signs are saying and what does it actually mean, and is there something that I actually want? Because sometimes we ask for things and we manifest things, and then we need to just really feel into, is that something that I still want? Does this actually really resonate? And then go with that. So sometimes it can be fear holding us back. Sometimes we get something, we manifest something, but it's kind of a little bit after the right timing for us. I know that sounds strange because the universe should just be all perfect timing all the time. But I find with manifesting things all the time, so sometimes things come in and it's like, well, actually a year ago me would have loved this, but I've kind of moved on from that. So thank you, universe, so much. And what's next? So it's to be very present to, you don't have to accept everything that comes to you in some kind of amazing, wow, synchronicital way, especially if it comes in the form of a handsome man. Okay, there you go. That's a hot tip for you girls or boys. So in the subconscious, we have purposeful action. So it's all well and good to know what your North Star is, to be like, oh, I'm working towards my dream up here. But if we're not going to take the action, if we're just going to sit around and be all like, wouldn't it be nice? You know, things are not going to happen. So we have to take aligned action, and some of that aligned action is scary. Some of it is uncomfortable at best. And sometimes, like, you know, this girl on her skateboard there, she's like, oh, she could fall off. She could skin her knee. She could have her friends go like, oh, look at her. Who does she think she is riding that skateboard? So really, who cares? It's about take the action, go in the direction that you need to go, and don't worry about what other people are doing or saying or whatever their weird agendas might be. And sometimes it is just literally their limited thinking and they can't expand their mind, because only you really, it's not they can't expand their mind, they can't expand their mind into understanding where you're coming from necessarily, because they've got their own mind for their own stuff and their own life, assuming they do. So this is about you really just moving forward on your dreams and expanding your mind with what is right for you and tuning everything else out, basically. So with that as well, we have the Angel of Soul Love. So this isn't the subconscious. So your soul really bringing through that love energy for you, your guides and angels. So time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self-love. when read with this, it's about you really allowing yourself to shine. Okay, girlfriend, this is time for you to really be in your truth and in your passion, in your joy, in your fun, and to really love yourself in that, and to have absolutely no shame in that, no tall poppying yourself or letting anyone else tall poppy you or anything like that. So you can call on your guidance and your soul team to help you, your guides and angels and your higher self, to help you to shine and to really take this next level, because I really feel like this is always going to be a work in progress, more just the journey of unfolding of just layers of amazingness of how much you actually can love yourself. And so with that, gives you all the energy and the wind in your sails to move forward. So that's cool. In the subconscious, that means you're learning how to just really let yourself move forward. In the past, we have cash flow. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, so everyone loves a pay rise or other streams of income. So again, this in the past position, it's like really laying the foundation of other or multiple streams of income. So you really need to be open to that. Be available for what I call 5D wealth. So new ways of allowing energy and financial compensation to come to you. So, and let it be in fun ways as well. I would say, you know, she looks like she's having a good time juggling her different stuff. She almost looks like a butterfly to me. So yeah, just that transformation. So metamorphing into who you are in your full abundant energy. And with that, angel of expression. She's pretty hot. You know, be your sexy self, girls. You know, be in your goddess full expression and don't hold back in that way. So speak your truth and express yourself clearly. So this is really, to me, this is like the full embodiment of the goddess. So being really fully 100% unabashedly, unashamedly you is going to create wealth for yourself, because you're not holding yourself back, putting yourself in a box, or letting the patriarchy rule you in any way. In which way does it rule us the most? In our own heads these days, you know. So it's like to recognize it, and when we see it, sure, call it out, you know, tell people if they're messing with you in whatever way, that's fine. You can face it directly, or you can also just go and just keep being awesome and just ignore them. Up to you, depends on the situation. That is really exciting. I think that's really, really cool. So in the conscious, we have opportunity. So to me, this one is like, there's so many options in the air, but you really need to decide, make some decisions about what it is that you want, so that you can start to really put these into action. So let's say you have 7 different projects that you want to work on. It's probably best to choose one of them and really focus on that and love that and get some momentum behind it. And sure, then perhaps you get a second one getting a little bit momentum as well. But if you try and really launch all 7 at once, it's not going to go as well, because you'll be tired and diluted. So this is to say, you know, sometimes we just have to let that 7th one go, or even 3 of them, or even 4 of them, and just go, right, for now, for this year, or for this 3 months, I'm going to focus on this particular thing. So I work with the Todd Herman 90-day year philosophy, which is, instead of focusing on your 12-month goals, you just ask yourself, well, you know, why would I not just achieve that in 3 months? So you have 3-month years basically. So you have a new year every 3 months. So I'm coming up to my new year on April 1st. It's so exciting, because I've had all of these goals and intentions and plans to launch for my first 3 months of this year, and I'm really happy with what I've done with that. So now I feel fresh and have all new plans. And so it's like, okay, instead of going, I'm going to do all 7 this next 3 months, I'm going to launch 3, you know. So goddess of sacred power. She looks pretty awesome and very focused. you are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. So honestly, things are only going to really happen in the way that, not specifically in the way that you think, but as well as you want it to happen if you just do it, Nike. So you're the one who's going to create these things and to make magic happen. You're the vessel for the magic to come through, essentially. And the strong message at the moment, instead of like trying to, you know, fight to be a goddess or argue to be a goddess or, you know, tell people off if they're treating you like you're not a goddess or what have you, is just be the goddess. Just be the goddess. There's nothing else needs to be said or done. Just shine, babe. Shine. So this girl's a bit scattered. This girl's a queen. So it's like, right, remembering we are a queen and that we have our queendom, and just, and again, the shiny light, some people will be like, oh wow, you could do this and you could do that, and you know, you could date me, or you could do this business opportunity, or I could help you with your business, or whatever it might be. And there's all these shiny, flashy, woo, woo, woo. It's like, dude, I know what I'm doing. Thanks. Move out of the way. Love and light, namaste. But you know, she's not to be trifled with, essentially, and it's you and your power, so it's very cool. Coming into the future. So we have unexpected help. So 6 of Pentacles. I love this card, and it basically says that you will be compensated well for what it is that you're doing. So again, focus. Don't go off on any tangents. Put yourself out there. Follow your North Star. Love yourself, and the money will come, right? And so then I think it's Angel of Manifestation. Yeah. Beautiful card. So your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. So, you know, they're both saying money and recognition are coming to you. So it's so awesome. So that's a double confirmation there. Coming into the action step. So this one's like ooh, love. So new love energy. So Ace of Cups. I love this because it isn't just romance. It's about loving yourself. It's about having your cup runneth over, filling your own cup, flying high, new dreams, new beginnings, all of that kind of stuff, which feeds right into that Aries season that we're in, which is very much about new energy, motivation, moving forward on what it is that you want. And the new astrological new year, which started on Saturday, just gone. So this is so exciting because I really feel like the first few months of the year was like dragging a bit of 2020 vibe with us, and it's like, dude, enough already. So I'm loving that we can have a whole fresh new vibe going on now. All planets are going direct, no retrogrades or anything like that until the 24th of April. So we've got a month to just really launch all this, whatever it is that you want to do, make the change. You know, it might include, you know, moving away from certain people, bringing in certain people, change your scenery, change your environment, change your routines, so that Mr. Right, Miss Right can come in. A little bit of love action going on there. And then double confirmation with the Goddess of Oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. So sure, like this is about, you know, it might be your mom, might be, you know, your friend loving on you. That's cool. You're a highly, highly lovable, amazing goddess. So of course. And you are a loving person. So you put out love, you get love back. So this is to say that you are in that connection of the oneness of that we are in that beautiful universal energy, and that we are all connected, and what you put out comes back to you. And it's basically time for a lot of your goodness that you've been putting out to other people to come back to you, right? And I know some of you guys on the line, you goddesses, you put out all this love, you put out all this goodness. I've seen you in action, so it's so amazing, and that love is being returned to you. So we have the full moon in Libra coming up on the 28th. So that's a very connected and obviously the balanced energy. So you might be more inclined to want to spend time with people that you love and in a harmonious environment. Full moons, obviously, if you want to be manifesting, write down everything that you want to release and write down everything that you want to bring in, and do it how you want to do it. You might want to do the releasing into water, you might want to do the releasing into a fire, obviously using fire safety Sam coming in here. And then to really, like, I like to put my new intentions into my journal. So I have my A4 journal that I write in every morning, 3 A4 pages. Bit dogged there because my mum's cavoodle likes to eat my stuff. He's still a baby. Well, he thinks he's a baby. He's actually nearly 1.5 now. And then I have another book which I write down all of my insights and my goals and everything like that. So this is my 90-day year journal. So I'll have a whole fresh new one starting on that April 1st. So it's about for you to go, okay, what do I want to create? And so write for your full moon manifesting everything that you want in your journal. So my A4 is kind of like more like just getting stuff out, working through stuff in my mind. So I'm wishing you all an amazing week, and just let me know if you have any questions or anything like that on this, the moon or the cards or anything. Just put it in the comments. So sending you guys so much love and light. Namaste.